my YouTube subscribers. How are you today? I'm sure you're all keeping well. Thank you so much for subscribing and joining me in this journey with What's with JoAnn, my passion for reading. And guess what? I'm sitting right in front of my daughter's grand piano, and guess who I'm going to be talking about today? And the book, no one else but Alicia Keys, More Myself, a very renowned, you know, musician, a mother, very simple, very humble, and someone who I sort of resonate with because, her lifestyle starts with a lot of humility, being brought up by a single mom and now someone who is 12 times, over 12 times a Grammy Award winner, married to a renowned musician, music producer, Swiss Beats, and the mother of 2 kids. When I picked up this book, More Myself, actually I thought of what is she talking? Why is it all about more myself? How does this book resonate with me and to all of you who are my listeners? What is it about yourself that you really need to bring to fore? And I tell you, for the past 1-2 weeks, I've had this overwhelming question that sort of gets me thinking. And the question is, who are you? Why are you here? And it's amazing. I mean, after reading a particular page in this book, I saw a place where Alicia Keys and a group of people were asking certain questions to themselves. Like I promised I was not even going to ever read from one of the books, But then, this was on page 187. It says, Mark's question continued to linger for years after I will ask everyone. I met a version of my friend's question, why are you here? Some didn't know how to respond, probably because they were as baffled as I was when I heard it. Others gave answers from the spiritual and political to the career and family related. Those replies led to more thought-provoking conversations and led my crew and me to make our way into the studio. That's Alicia. Because, if you listen to so many of the lyrics of her songs, they sort of speak to what's going on in the world. Especially one of my favorite songs, which is The Underdog. If you look at The Underdog, talking about those of us who are frontliners, to a teacher, someone like me, or to the doctors, she's telling everyone to rise up to the situation going on, And then she says, in a single session with the brand of rapid fire energy that have fueled our work together thus far, we wrote, we are here. Why are you and I here? What difference are we making in our society, you and I? What difference are we making to the next generation? 2 lines of the song convey the message I most hoped will resonate. We are here for all of us. Our souls were brought together so we could love each other. Who are you loving? There's so much pain. There's so much hatred going on out there in the world. And Alicia Keys brings that up to why are you here? And reading this book, it's all about herself. It's not what the world wants to make out of her. One part of the book, she said she had done a photo shoot. It's so funny. She had done a photo shoot and she picked up the magazine after a while and she realized that it was her head had been photoshopped on a different body. And she said, no, this has to stop. The next time pictures of her has to be out there, she has to first ask the photographer or the magazines they need to present the picture to her because it's not her. And further on, somewhere along the line, she went and looked for a guru for self-meditation. She met with Oprah Winfrey, where she asked Oprah to ask her, she wanted to talk to Oprah to okay, when do I get to say no? I need to discover myself. And the conversation she had with Oprah was beautiful. I mean, this is Alicia Keys, who collaborated with so many renowned musicians. I would encourage everyone, if you need to discover yourself, need to know more about this gentle soul. I call her the gentle soul. I love her music. I love her lyrics. I mean, a mother, a wife, a musician, an author, all in one package in her simplicity. And someone who showed so much love to her nana, her grandma. You know, this is a book you need to read. This is a book I will encourage everyone. Get to know who Alicia is, more myself, you know. Again, I need to ask, why are you here? Was one question she asked. I mean, even going all the way to South Africa, where she started the HIV, you know, drive against HIV in South Africa. This is so remarkable, so phenomenal. You know, I look at her, anytime I watch any of her videos, any of her music, she sings from the heart. She writes music about what's the ills around going on in the society. She writes with so much passion and love. And for me as an educator, I want to exude such that when I'm dealing with my students and dealing with my colleagues, I offer a place of belonging, a place of welcoming, and a place of respect. You know, so I will encourage every one of you, as you've subscribed, try and get this book. Like, again, as I mentioned to you, What's for JoAnn is just me sharing my passion for what I love to do, for which I love to read, but I've not been told to advertise any book. It's just me sharing my passion and why you need to read certain books. And so after this, for my next video, I'm going to be talking about no one else but this lady called Sheryl Sandberg. The title of the book is Leaning: Women, Work, and the Will to Lead. This is an amazing book, and I would like you to stay subscribed so that once I shoot this video, you get to see a copy of this. Take care then. Bye-bye.